Hello everyone, my name is Ghost Killer, and today I wanted to do a Marvel Rivals tier list of my own, just because you see it all the time, and I wanted to give a bit of a different perspective, the perspective of someone who maybe isn't that good at the game. I am not like a top level player, so this is going to be from the perspective of an average Marvel Rivals player. I've already done this, put everybody through the list, so we're just going to go down the list, and I'll explain single one of them as quickly as I can, if I explain them at all. So, right off the bat, let's just start in S tier. Gambit, don't really need any explanation. The best player in the game. He does so much damage, so much healing. His ult is broken. This character needs a nerf. It really shouldn't have to be explained why he's that broken. I feel like everybody, no matter what rank you're in, has the same experience. Nerf Gambit. Daredevil, he goes in, he insta-kills people like it's nothing. He has no risks to his gameplay. He just runs at you. You can't do anything to him because he has 350 health and just melts you no matter how much health you have, no matter where you are. He can chase you or pull you into his own team if he wants to. He's also broken and needs a nerf. Invisible Woman. I can't for the life of me understand why they decide to buff Invisible Woman. Before her buffs, hot take, honestly, I feel like she was perfectly balanced. Now that these buffs have come to live and we get to experience how she is as a character with these buffs and these changes, completely broken. I have no understanding of what they were thinking. Seems like just such a brain dead choice, but you know what? I'm not the developer of the game, whatever. Regardless, she needs a nerf. These are the three best characters in the game by far. It's really not close. Moving on to Emma Frost here. I'm going to say something that I don't think a lot of people are going to agree with. I think Emma Frost is fine. Now again, this is from the perspective of somebody who isn't like a celestial, one above all type of player. I play quick play. I don't play ranked that often, and a lot of times I even play practice with AI. In my experience, Emma Frost is just really, really strong. I don't think she's oppressive. I just think she's very, very good. I don't think she needs a nerf. If anything that you're going to touch on her, it's going to be her diamond form. Moving on to Magneto, there isn't really a whole lot to say about him. He's very strong. I wouldn't say that he's broken. Really not at all. I think he's just fine. Magneto is one of the best tanks in the game. Top 2, of course, as you can see. Top 3. And yeah, he's just fine in my opinion. Groot also is just fine. I think Groot is really strong. The thing holding him back is that, the average player doesn't play Groot all that well. A lot of times they don't use their walls as optimally as they could. They oftentimes block their own team from doing damage or get their own team locked out of places. So he's not the best for the newer player, but he is still very strong without a doubt. And the recent team up that he just got with Mantis, where he makes him what is it called? Invincible? Not invincible, but you know what I'm talking about. He can't be CC'd. Really strong. Phoenix and Hela, I'm going to talk about these two in as a pair. Phoenix, in my opinion, is just a better Hela. You're joking, right? Okay, no. Sorry. I don't know what that was about. Never mind. Ignore that. Phoenix, in my opinion, is just a better Hela. She does everything Hela does, basically, with the added bonus of having splash damage when she blows up a mark on someone. I think Hela's ult might be a little bit better just because you can just solo ult it. You don't have to worry about setting up your ult first. But these two characters work in tandem with each other. The only problem with them is that it requires aim to really play both of them well. Both of them are insanely strong. If you told me one was better than the other, I would not disagree with you. These are two of the best characters in the game, without a doubt. Bucky is insane. He is, without a doubt, one of the best characters in the game, does so much damage. The thing holding him back when it comes to the average player is that, one, you're not guaranteed to get value out of his ult like you are with everyone else above him. Also, because he's a projectile character, it's a lot harder for people to aim with him in the average sphere of the Marvel Rivals skill community. Doctor Strange has always been, in my opinion, really strong. He has gotten a bit power crept a little bit, and some nerfs have kept him out of being S tier, but Portal is really good, his shield is really good, his ult is really good, he has really good damage on top of that. Just a very, very well-rounded tank. Can't go wrong with playing Strange. Venom is by nature a dive character, so he gets countered by characters like Emma, but he is insanely strong. The recent buff that he just got makes him even better, and something that's a little bit lesser known of a fact, if you combo a Venom with a Thing player, it's actually fucking insane. Actual broken combo that nobody uses, and thank God, hopefully this doesn't catch on, but Venom is insane. By far and away the best dive tank in the game. Then you have Captain America. He just never dies. He doesn't have a whole lot of damage, but because the average player doesn't really hardcore focus him like better players do, he just gets to live forever. And because he gets to live forever, he gets to have so much impact and ruin your backline, building ult, and then he also gives ult charge to other players. He is a very, very good character, but he's not the best. Loki has fluctuated between being S tier, B tier, some might have even said C tier in the last half season, but I've always felt like Loki's just very good. I mean, beforehand, I would even argue Loki was arguably the best healer in the game, but nerfs have brought him down a bit, and he will always be really good just because he can copy ults, but Loki's just very good. There's nothing wrong with picking a Loki. Typically, you want to play him as a backup for a Gambit or something else like that, but just a very good character. Psylocke is insane. She's always going to be insane as long as they don't hardcore nerf her. They have buffed her recently, aside from her ult charge nerf, but she's really good. A good Psylocke in the average sphere of the Marvel Rivals matchmaking is going to wreck lobbies. You know, just all you have to do is really be solid to really run lobbies as Psylocke in an average lobby. Rocket's really good, gets hardcore countered by characters like Phoenix, but, I mean, all you have to do is hold heal, and he just has so much impact. He sneakily has a lot of damage, more than people would tell you, but he's very good, one of the best healers in the game by far. Then you have Namor. Namor is probably the best anti-dive characters in the entire game. He has crazy damage. He can kill through ults. His ult prevents movement abilities as well. There's not really much of a weakness to Namor outside of his close range combat, so he's just very, very good. Luna Snow has gotten a couple of nerfs that have really hindered her, but also has just in general been power crept. Obviously, that nerf to 10 seconds from 12 seconds for her ult is a huge deal, but it's really just the fact that she has gotten a couple of nerfs that held her down, and also, again, Gambit and Invis are just that good compared to her. I'm not the biggest fan of lowering a character's tier just because they get power crept, but nonetheless, Luna is no longer the best healer in the game, and it's really not close anymore. Then you have Angela. She's fucking annoying. Every player I know hates her. She just is a gnat flying around the map at all times. She's not unkillable like Captain America, but just like Captain America, she goes into the enemy team. You can't really do anything about it. She fucks up your back line, and the moment she's about to die or gets even remotely pressed, she just flies away. You can't stop her. She's very annoying, and also very good. Storm, you don't see a lot of people play Storm, but the people who do play Storm are very good. And when she's available, when she's running through a lobby, it is felt. She can kill through ults. I think it's a crazy ability to be able to kill through ults, and she is one of the many that can do it. And it's even better when you talk about characters like Jeff and so forth. So Storm is really good. Star-Lord is just a very well-rounded DPS. I don't think that there's too much that needs to really be discussed about Star-Lord. He's just very all-around solid, and he's not a bad pick. His ult gets hardcore countered by support ults, but aside from that, there's not really any problem with Star-Lord. I will never go back on Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger's just one of the most versatile support characters in the game. She's constantly consistent. Healing is always top-notch. She can also do a little bit of damage as well. Her Terra Cape is actually very useful, more useful than I think people realize. Just one of the most consistent healers in the game, and I can't justify her putting her any lower than A tier. B tier, Rogue, is very hard to get a grip on as far as how good she is as a character. I've gone against her, I've played with her, but sometimes I just don't know. It's hard to really understand how good she is. 1 second she's very good, the next second it's just whatever. I feel like whenever I go against Rogue, I'm never scared like I am against some of the other tanks like Magneto or Gambit or Groot or Venom. She's just kind of okay. She's not bad. I don't think she's bad at all, but she's not that crazy. Thing, I just talked about his little combo he has with Venom. Thing is okay. He's not bad. He's not one of the worst characters in the game, not even close. Or not one of the worst tanks in the game, not really even close. But he doesn't have range, and that's the biggest problem with him. But when he does get up and close and personal with you, it is felt because he does a lot of damage, especially thanks to that buff that he just got. Thor is just fine. He's no longer the worst tank in the game, but he's still just okay. He does a lot of damage now, but I'm just like with Rogue, I'm never scared about going against Thor. I'm never worried when I see somebody play Thor, bring Thor to the game. He's just a character that does a lot of damage, he can get a lot of impact, and he's very solid. Wolverine is extremely strong, would be A or S tier if he was better, but unfortunately, outside of his up-close and personal gameplay, he just doesn't have much going for him. When he does get that, it's really, really strong, and it's really hard to deal with, especially if you're a tank. But, outside of that, he doesn't really have much going for him. It's hard to play him a lot of times. Mr. Fantastic, I would love to put Mr. Fantastic in A or S and be able to justify it, but I feel like being objective is the best way to go here. And he's just unkillable. He's unkillable. He's Captain America with longer range and more damage. Insane character. I think he's broken. Disagree with me if you will. Punisher. Not a lot of people at my level play Punisher. Probably because he's pretty boring to play. He's very good. Just very solid. Probably the most balanced DPS character in the game, potentially the most balanced character in the entire game. Mantis is fine. I think people overrate her when they do their own tier lists. They're looking too much into the fact that she can damage boost, but outside of her ability to damage boost and triple support, she doesn't really have a whole lot going for her, and it's really the fact that, her healing sucks just so much. But she's not bad, she's just not that great. This will be part 1, because I can only do 15-minute videos right now, I believe, so I will stop it here, and you will be able to watch the rest in part 2. Potentially. We'll see.